Hello everyone, and welcome to the podcast. This time we don't have Beanie or Red with us, which is a bummer, but I think Beanie's internet's dead, so it's whatever. How have you guys been doing?
I say I've been doing pretty good, fam.
Yeah, I've been doing pretty solid myself, so yeah.
It's been a little better. It's been getting a little easier to deal with the isolation from everyone.
Oh yeah, for sure. So funny story. I thought I had COVID briefly, so I had to go get tested for that. But I officially this morning was confirmed that I don't. I got my test back, so that's good at least. But
yeah, that's pretty
that was a
good.
fun time. Those tests
Maybe
are not
you'll have COVID
fun.
by the end of this.
Probably. That'll be why I miss next podcast, is because I'll have COVID.
Yeah.
You have to social distance yourself on the podcast.
Yeah.
My computer got COVID from speaking. So, what have you guys been up to? Like, anything much? Any, like, YouTube stuff coming with you guys?
I have quite a few videos I've been working on lately. Some pretty, like, I don't want to say big projects, but just, like, intensive projects. I was in a song, actually, like a week ago.
Ooh. Like, what kind of song? Like, music-wise?
It was like, kind of like a jazzy synth song. It was really fun to work on, actually.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool. You, Cows? What have you been up to? You haven't uploaded in, like... Well, you uploaded a video called Minecraft 2, and that's not it.
Yeah,
No
well,
Electric Boogaloo?
yeah, the Minecraft 2 was like a joke because I made some like Minecraft video like a year ago, and a bunch of people in my Discord server have been like bugging me about making another one for so long, and I had actually tried recording one, but I ended up losing that footage. So as a joke, I just like posted the video to like bait them in, but then I just took like the guy I was playing Minecraft with. I basically made a compilation of all of his like shittiest takes on like anime and stuff, and just like did a montage of like a text-to-speech engine just reading his worst takes possible. It was beautiful. Yeah, but no, I've mostly just been I think I'm more so gonna start focusing on like smaller scale projects, kind of more impromptu stuff, because I think the reason why I've had so few uploads is because I keep like working on these huge projects, but then like I just lose interest about halfway through, and I've been working on it for like 3 weeks and I just never finish it. So I think like doing smaller projects, I can like get them done easier.
Yeah, I say just stick to like one big project, like a month, because then you can focus all the research on that, and then do silly stuff like, I don't know, top 10 anime socks.
That's a beautiful concept. Watch Mojo's top 10 anime socks.
Number 1, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure socks.
I've been streaming like the Persona games since like Persona fucking 4, which we predicted, by the way. We predicted Persona 4 Golden would come to Steam, and it comes out the next week.
I can't believe we
It was
got
pretty
that
goddamn
right.
funny.
I kind of thought in my head like, oh, would it be funny if we say this and it doesn't happen? And then the next day, Persona 4 Golden now at PC, and I'm like, well, it seems we were all wrong.
Yeah, it beat us to the chase. Before we even posted the last podcast, it already went live.
Yeah, I have a review series I'm doing where I'm gonna review every individual Persona game down to the fucking dance games. It's gonna be lovely.
Fucking awesome.
But
oh my god.
But yeah.
That sounds amazing.
So far, 3 and 5's dancing game has been god awful.
I feel like 5's dance, because I actually have 3, 4, and 5, because I bought this like bundle that was on sale. It was like $15 for all 3 dancing games, and I was like, why not? I love Persona 5 soundtrack, and like Persona 4 has a pretty good one. I've never heard Persona 3's, and like I've been playing it, and I don't want to say the master at rhythm games, but like I'm, pretty decent at Project Diva. So I was like, oh, why not, And it's like, this game is hard.
I don't know, it seems like a downgrade compared to like, both those games seem kind of like they weren't as full of a package as like Persona 4's dancing game. To me at least. I felt like 3 and 5 could have had their games together.
Yeah, I kind of thought they were together at first, because all the commercials made it look like it was kind of the same game. So I was very confused looking into Persona 5's dancing game, because I was like, wait a minute, it's its own standalone? It doesn't come with 3?
And it's $60! Well, for what they were selling it initially, it was like $60, which was fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's insane for a rhythm game. It's not... I think it's kind of crazy how much people can charge for rhythm games and shit. Because, like, Project Diva is actually worth it. Project Diva actually has, like, 200 plus songs.
Like, in general, Atlas likes to gouge people of so much money. Like, I feel like Royal could have just been a DLC, to be completely honest.
Yeah, like I've been seeing people praise Royal and all that, and I've been watching people play Royal here and there, and I'm just not really that impressed by like the after story thing. Like, I don't really care for Kasumi like as a character. I love her design, but I feel like Kasumi isn't like that interesting. The doctor guy is great, and I love his boss theme.
Yeah,
but it's just the concept of like accepting or rejecting reality is very interesting, but like the execution of it, I just feel is kind of just like weird.
Yeah.
I don't know, I was just generally mixed. I don't like how Atlas constantly does this with the Persona games. Like, personally, I want them to make a definitive version of 3 at this point. I'm so sick of there being, like, 3 different versions of Persona 3 you have to choose.
You want to Persona 3 yourself from all these games.
Yeah. I like the series, but it's just... I don't like some of the business practices Atlas does.
Yeah, for sure.
What deeply bothers me is that Persona 5 is technically the 6th game in the Persona series, and that hurts my soul.
God damn. Oh.
I was memeing for like a solid month about Scramble not coming to the US, and then like the other day it got announced that it's finally getting a Western release.
It wasn't even officially announced. They had to find it out through financial reports.
Like, I wish they gave us an update since it's been out for like 6 months in Japan.
Did you guys see how much they're trying to charge for the English dub for Persona 5's anime? Because I saw like the advertisement.
Wasn't it like $500?
Yeah, like $300, and I'm
what?
Like, dude, who is gonna pay $300 for a Persona 5 English dub?
That's fucking insane.
Like, the animes aren't usually that good in the first place. Well, they're alright. I finished 2 of the 3 parts of the Persona 3 movie, and I thought it was pretty good. But besides that, I wasn't very impressed by 4's anime.
Yeah, the only one I've seen was Persona 5's anime, and I did not like that one too much.
I thought it was alright. I think where it really could have done better is like near the end of its actual run, and the animation could have been better near the end. But like, I finished the 2 OVAs and I was like, no, this was fine. I mean, I got the gist of it. I enjoyed myself thoroughly, and then I played the game, and now I love the game and slightly obsessed with it.
Just slightly.
The game's great. Fuck. What was I gonna say? What have you guys been watching as of recent? Like, any anime or anything?
I watch all the anime.
You guys been like so into?
I've been kind of like stagnant a little bit on my anime. Maybe it's because of the fact that like a lot of anime I was gonna watch was announced to be delayed due to current world events. And so it's just like, oh man. So I've honestly just been watching Fruits Basket's reboot, like the second season of it, and the feels are there and the feels are strong.
Yeah, Fruits Basket is so solid. I've been watching that too.
Only thing,
Even though it's like not my demographic as much,
I
but
know.
I still I still enjoy it. Okay, I'll put it on. Sometimes I'll zone out a bit, but I'm like, this is some solid stuff.
it's weird to see like Fruits Basket finally getting to tell its story, because like I read this manga at like 14 and I would read this and go, oh man, I wish they put this stuff in the anime, you know? And now, like all these years later, they're doing that and I'm like, wait a minute, I read this. This is amazing.
The satisfaction.
Doing the thing.
Prayer Circle for Oran Host Club reboot.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. No. So I've been watching like 16 anime because I try to watch as many as I can for the season because I'm also planning to maybe make like a video talking about each of the anime. So Fruits Basket is one of the many that I am like on top of. I'm also still subjecting myself to Sword Art Online all these years later.
Oh my god, stop!
I don't know why.
I'm starting to think you're like a masochist for Sword Art Online.
Yeah,
I think I am. It's so bad.
For your mind.
Like, oh my! Did you guys hear about what they did in the first episode? They put in
did they do?
another rape scene.
Oh my
Another one! You thought they had learned their lesson the last 4 times!
You know what? I'm king shaming Sword Art Online. That's it. I'm getting the bell. I'm king shaming.
Literally though, it's just like, it was so bad too, because it was like also, the way that they did it was almost identical to the last time they did it in the same like season, like Alicization. It was almost identical, like beat for beat. The whole purpose of the scene was just to motivate some dude to break the game and like explode his eye or whatever, because they have some weird like
That's
protocol
gross.
in place, whereas if you like break the game's laws, then your eye explodes. And that same exact thing happened earlier in like the first core of the anime, and that also happened because some dude was watching someone else get sexually assaulted, and I'm like, why are you doing this again? It's just
It's like that's yikes, Sword Art Online.
yeah, it's
Yikes.
just it's so painful. The good thing is that the last couple cores have been slightly more tolerable because Kirito has basically just been like not said like a single line of dialogue. He's been catatonic in like a wheelchair for literally like the last 20 episodes, and because of that, the series is so much better. So
Kirito he bothers me immensely. Like, I'm okay with a power fantasy character. Like, I don't know what character I guess Deku. Like, you know how Deku's a power fantasy character. I'm cool with that. But like Kirito, I know the guy who wrote Sword Art Online is a grown man. But I have to question if he was, and if he was just using his mom's bank account or whatever, because like Sword Art Online's light novel sounds like it was, from what I've read, you know, snips of it, it sounds like it was written by like a 12-year-old.
literally, oh my god, yeah. The first Sword Art Online light novel is just like, it hurts my brain. I don't know why I've read and seen so much of this series. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm like, yes, the first light novel, let me tell you. That's bad one, yeah. They're all pretty much bad.
Is it like something that you just can't stop looking at, even though it's like, you hate it, but you're like, shit, I can't look away from it. It's so bad.
I think I just love hating it. I've like reached the point where I just enjoy watching it just to like purely despise it. Yeah. The worst part is I like have been toying around with the idea of rewatching the first season again for a video. So I just really need to like cut myself
triple
off from this
torture.
toxic series.
We need to find you a hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's called not watching Sword Art Online.
No, I played the game on my Switch too. Even worse, because I found a demo for it, and then I got hooked in for like 3 hours, and I was just making fun of it, but I still wasted 3 hours playing an SAO game.
That's
And I'm just
3
like,
hours
what am
you'll
I
never
doing?
get back.
Oh, yeah.
When they ask you how 2020 went, you're gonna have to say, oh yeah, I watched and played everything Sword Art Online related, and that's, to quote Prince Zuko,
I
that's
better
what's
see a
fun.
review series about this. I want to see like so much cows Sword Art Online videos by the end of this shit.
Literally, oh my god, it was so fun. I was talking to someone the other day, actually, just like a random casual conversation, and he brought up how like Sword Art Online was his favorite anime, and I had to just like restrain myself from just like completely going on a whole tangent, because I'm like, no, I need to not be toxic about. I'm just like, cool, good for you, but on the inside, I was just like, I want to die.
Every time I hear someone praise Sword Art Online, it's two things. One, you got into anime that very morning on a whim, or two, you're 12.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's fucking wild. See, at least the one good Sword Art Online anime is like the alternative one with like the Gun Gale Online. With,
Yeah,
like,
that's the one I actually like because it's not written by the guy who does Sword Art Online.
Exactly.
And it's
That one
like,
was good.
oh,
I like
okay.
that.
It was also surprisingly like, wow, it cared a lot more about how games work.
Literally. Oh, and it even did like the death aspect thing better too, because the whole thing with Sword Art Online is their big hook was like, hey, if you die in the game, you're gonna die in real life. But then like none of the characters actually really died. Like that was kind of just nothing. But like then the Gun Gale Online, they had this whole thing where it was like, hey, if I don't win this tournament, then I'm going to kill this guy, and then I'm gonna kill myself. And then there was like that more like emotional character driven like death, still death related stake of how like they had to figure out this tournament that didn't end with this girl like killing herself and stuff. And I felt like that was such a good way to set it up to still keep that like death aspect there, but actually do it in a way where you can feel the emotional stakes.
Yeah, where it actually matters. Unlike Sword Art Online, where Kirito witnesses all his friends die, and then the next episode, he's flirting with a girl who almost got hurt by a tentacle monster.
Literally.
Oh my
There's so many tentacles too in Sword Art Online. It's like, oh my god.
You almost
what
have to
the
wonder,
fuck?
is Kirito like a sociopath or something? Because of the fact that like traumatic stuff will happen to his character, and then the next episode or 10 minutes later, he's like, hey guys, let's do this. Yeah! Insert Bryce Papenbrook impression here.
My favorite part was in season 2 of Sword Art Online, when just all of a sudden in this random arc, he suddenly has like severe PTSD, but like it just comes out of nowhere. Like he never had this before, and it goes away after like 3 episodes. But for those 3 episodes, he'll just randomly be like having all these flashbacks to some random scene that apparently happened in the first like 10 episodes of the show, but happened off screen. And he just has like this horrible PTSD that he has to like get over, but you're like, it just appeared out of nowhere. And you're like, where did this trauma come from? Why are we only like, what? Which is hilarious.
Did you mean the Steven Universe future effect?
Oh my god.
Thank God Steven Universe ended. That like killed that community so
really
hard.
loved Steven Universe, but I can admit too that like Future was, looking back on it now, a little disappointing, especially when Rebecca Sugar is like, oh yeah, all your questions will be answered. Okay, what was in the chest, Rebecca? You guys figure it out. Peace. And it's like, thanks. I hate it.
Yeah, oh my, see, the hiatuses killed me with Steven Universe. That's like just the real thing that killed me with it. Just like the long gaps between those episodes.
And I get, like, you know, hiatuses, shit takes a long time to make, but like, just the fact that like, it was so long. It was, and I know she had to fight with Cartoon Network a lot, and that's part of the reason stuff took so long. But at the same time, it's like, geez, man, we can't get into the mystery if you're hanging on the mystery for like 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Literally. Love that. It's beautiful. Hiatuses are just always the worst thing with cartoons. Happens with like everything.
I feel like the only one who actually like got to be what it wanted to be was Gravity Falls, because then like
Yeah.
everything ran smoothly. There was no like, hey guys, we're gonna disappear for 2 months and argue with people behind the scenes. No, Gravity Falls just did what it did, left, and I'm so proud of it for it.
Yeah, it had like it was short and sweet too. It didn't go on for too long. There weren't too many horrible hiatuses, at least. There was a couple, but it was mostly like pretty chill. And then it really did have a great ending. I love Gravity Falls.
Do you know what? This is reminding me that I waited like 2 years for Close Enough to release, and it turned out to be kind of meh.
Oh yeah.
It kept jumping so much from different studios, and in the end, it just turned out to be a mess show.
That's fair.
Like, I was never a fan of regular show. Like, I liked it, but it was just like okay. And so seeing Close Enough, I'm like, okay, this seems more like what he wanted to do with regular show, because now he has more creative control because he's not making like a kids show. But then I see clips of it and I'm just like, this is kind of just meh. This is like something I'd see like
really
in the
awkward.
afternoon on MTV or something, and that would get canceled in like 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I kept jumping different channels and shit.
Probably.
It was on like TBS for a bit, and then where the hell did it go? It's on HBO now for some reason.
HBO Max, the streaming service. Because it had to go on a streaming service. I'm like, I feel like it totally makes sense.
Which
that that's where it
HBO?
ended up. It's like,
Did they finally fuse all the HBO apps together, or?
they got rid of one of them, so I think because there was HBO Max, HBO Go, and HBO Now, and I think either HBO Go or HBO Now got removed entirely, and then the other one that was left just had the name of the app just changed to HBO, and then HBO Max is still a thing. It's just so confusing. God damn.
What games have you guys been playing? Like, any video games you guys been into?
I've been playing just like kind of the usual, Project Diva. I still struggle to finish Final Fantasy VII Remake because I don't want it to end, because I don't want to wait 10 years for part 2.
Apparently that just started full-time development.
There goes the next 5 years of my life waiting. I'll be like 97 by the time this series finishes.
Jesus. I mean,
I'd be on like Final Fantasy 98 by the time Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2, like 3 comes out.
My gosh.
I mean, for me, I've been in a visual novel phase a lot recently. That's what I've been playing. It's just repeatedly just going through visual novels like a madman.
Like Mad Men as in the TV show, or like there's a light novel for the TV show Mad Men?
Oh no. I mean, I'm just a madman in general is more so what I was saying.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, if it was the TV... Okay, now I'm gonna look up. I'm like, hey, is there a light novel based on Mad Men? Find out. Yeah.
I mean, they made a manga for Sherlock, then I think anything can get an anime.
Wait, they made a manga for Sherlock?
Yeah, they made a manga for Sherlock. It was so weird. It was like Sherlock, but anime, and it was, oh my gosh, it was so strange. I read it and I was just like, this is the weirdest thing I've read. Like, I've read some weird manga in my day. This is just weird. Like, I guess Sherlock's fans were weebs this entire time, I guess.
Oh my god, I just looked up some pictures of that manga. That's beautiful. Like Benedict Cumberbatch, but as an anime character.
It's what everyone wants, apparently.
I'm about to binge read this later tonight.
Did you guys play the Last of Us 2?
I never played the first Last of Us, so no.
It wasn't very good.
Yeah, there was an internet shitstorm about it. I was like watching that unfold on Twitter and I was like, oh my god.
I know, like, I haven't seen anybody get this mad about a game in a very long time. Like, I think Mighty Number 9 was the last one I saw people get this genuinely angry. Also, like, messed up people were attacking Laura Bailey. My gosh, so rude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some funny memes though that came out of all this.
Name a character who suffered more than her. Me. This every
I love that
JoJo's
Twitter
character.
account so much. Yeah, I like the memes where they're like drawing over specific frames for the game.
I like
Oh,
the
yeah.
one
They put, like-
with the one with the insert spoiler here, and they put the Wii golf music. It was like, oh my gosh, no!
I like how everyone's been spoiled on that. In like 10 years, that's gonna be like the like Darth Vader spoiler of our generation.
Oh my god.
What do you guys look forward to, like game or anime wise?
I mean, I'm looking forward to the rest of the season of ReZero because that's gonna be continually airing for the next few months. So with anime, at least, that's what I'm excited for. It's just more ReZero because I'm obsessed with that show. But have either of you seen ReZero?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you should check.
I did.
Fucking
No wait. I didn't care for ReZero that much.
damn. That's okay. I mean, that's fair. I had a feeling. I'm like, sometimes I will passionately defend ReZero till the day I die. I like had an epiphany, and then I rewatched it like 5 times, and I like fell in love. So that's
Is that
yeah.
the show with the two girls where one has like the blue hair,
Yeah.
and the other girl has like
Yeah, I may not have cared for ReZero, but I really like Rem and Ram's designs. They just look so cute. I love it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I fucking love ReZero though. I have a couple figures. I have the light novels in like my bookshelf. I've been like going all out, and I have a whole bunch of videos that I keep like almost making on ReZero. But then like I feel like I'm not doing it justice. And then also Mother's Basement kind of beat me to the punch because literally I started writing this video
Don't let
about
him-
why I think ReZero.
Don't let him beat you to the punch.
He did though. He was like word for word. I was writing this video called like about how ReZero is a masterpiece, and then he just like right as I started like scripting it out, he fucking posts a video called like ReZero is a masterpiece, and it's like a 50-minute long video that just like covers almost all of what I was gonna say, and I'm like, damn it,
He
you
read
stole
your-
my idea.
He read your mind and put it in a video.
Literally, I'd been talking to everyone about how I wanted to make it. I was like so excited, and then he makes that, and I'm like, well, I mean, it's an amazing video, but like now I can't make that video, and I was so sad.
F in
Yeah.
the chat for Cows and his poor inability to make a ReZero video.
Truly, everyone always beats me to it. I'll never make a video again because every time I start making it, someone will just make it before me.
I feel you though,
too
'cause I
slow.
wanted
Did the
to
PS5
make
get announced? In between like the time between this and the last episode?
What was
Wait,
it?
did what get announced?
Did the PS5 get announced? Like in
Yeah.
between the time?
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks alright. I'm alright with the lineup that
It
they've announced,
definitely
but I'm
looks
not.
a lot cooler than the beta designs that were leaked, because the beta designs looked yikes. But now, like, looking at it, it doesn't look so bad. It looks pretty cool.
I like the controller. It's very like Xbox.
Oh, I love the
good.
controller. Yeah,
Shit.
the PS5 has like, I know that the new Spider-Man game, Miles Morales, that's what I'm excited for the most, just because I loved the last like PS4 Spider-Man game. This one's gonna
I want that
yeah.
game where you just play as a cat. Like, just give me that game, please. I want to play as my favorite pet.
That's
Oh, the cyberpunk cat thing?
Yes.
Ah, God. What was I gonna say? Xbox is already like screwing up with their announcements this generation. Like, they're getting memed on for Halo already.
Oh yeah, I
I
saw the graphics and all that.
I get that they're trying to go for a style, but it looks like a 360 game.
Yeah.
We have Cyberpunk still to look forward to, if that doesn't get delayed again.
Yeah, when was it originally coming out? I can't remember, because I know
I
it
think
got
it was
delayed.
supposed to
Should
be
be out
April
by
this
now.
year.
Was it April? Okay. And when's it coming out now? Was this say September? Was that it? Or
I think I got
November?
delayed again. I forgot.
This is for you.
Cyber. Let's find out.
November. 19th.
Watch it be like 2021. Oh yeah, it says November.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited for that though,
That
honestly.
game
I'm
looks
like,
so like interesting, very interesting.
Do you know what has my attention? The new Watch Dogs game, the Legion game.
There's a new Watch Dogs.
I know it's one that everyone's kind of forgot about, but it's like I like the concept of what they're having everyone do with the gameplay, where you can play as like every NPC in the city,
Whoa, that's pretty wild.
and they're all gonna have like their own individual like storylines and stuff. It has my interest. I didn't play the first like 2 Watch Dogs, so I don't really know what to expect. I'm hoping it's good because I like the idea that they're going for.
yeah, it's a very like big scale game, it seems.
Let's see.
The new Assassin's Creed looks interesting.
They didn't show gameplay for like.
Yeah,
They were very hesitant with that
I
gameplay.
think my only concern is just I like my stealth. Just let me be stealthy. I don't want to go guns blazing in an assassin game. I like my stealth.
I wish Kojima would make another Metal Gear, but he can't.
Did
I
you
want Metal
guys
Gear.
hear the rumor that like apparently Hideo Kojima has been talking with Junji Ito to make a game together? And I'm
it's not a
sitting here
rumor.
hyping. Wait, he actually is in talks with him?
Ito confirmed it at like some online panel.
Oh damn.
Oh my gosh. I'm finally going to get Silent Hills, but
Don't
just
get your
not
hopes
named
up.
Silent Hills.
Remember when we were gonna get Del Toro on Silent Hills? We were gonna. Ah, it would have been so good, and I'm so mad.
I'm still, to this day, I will forever be upset about Silent Hills because that was like the dream team with the dream actors, and then it's like, oh hey, we're Konami, we're canceling everything because we want to make pachinko games, and I'm sitting here in anguish and agony, clutching Silent Hill 2 on an emulator, just like, why Konami? Why do you hate your properties?
And then Kojima went off to make a pretty alright walking simulator.
I liked Death Stranding though. It was very interesting. It was very neat.
I played it on launch, so I didn't get to walk on a bunch of stuff. I had to go through all the rocks and shit.
Oh, I played it.
I've heard it's a lot.
Online, so it was really neat. Like you're driving, and you're like, oh man, I wish there was a bridge here. And then you would like unlock the area, and it was like someone left a bridge, and you're like, oh, thank you, dude.
But I'm so excited for him to take on horror. Like Kojima's perfect for horror.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like there are some sequences in Death Stranding where I was like, this is very unsettling.
I just hope he doesn't make it goofy at some points. Like, what if he goes like full Metal Gear Solid 4 in a horror game?
Oh man, that would suck.
I guess. Oh shit. I guess we're gonna have the obligatory segment. I know this is a topic that we're gonna have to keep bringing up, apparently. But Yandere Simulator.
I was like waiting for it.
The
I was like,
the age-old topic.
He keeps doing it again and again, and now he's like the center of the commentary community again.
yeah.
So let's talk about what he did.
Well, first we can all say, Stan Bo-chan.
Oh god. Do you guys know what he did recently?
Yeah, like he threatened to do very bad things to himself if I think it was Epic Meal Dev continued to make.
It was the Love
Oh yeah,
Dev.
the Love Letter team. If they
yeah,
continued
changed
to
the name
make their game, he threatened to like hurt himself, and that's really, really appalling to me. Like, yikes.
He's been extra yikes. I finally got blocked by his head mod after like 2 years of just bullying the mod. Like, I had them friends on Discord for like about 2 years, where I kept giving them shit for like dev. I was like, why are you standing by him with this shit? And eventually they finally snapped and they just blocked me.
God damn.
Yeah. Oh, recently actually, what's his name? I forgot the channel's name. He's the one YouTuber. He's like Data Digger, but
the Game Sleuth.
Yeah, the Game Sleuth.
Yeah.
Recently, he got some threats from Dev, in which Dev was like, essentially, the Game Sleuth had to remove all his videos because the Dev threatened to like do some like lawsuit towards him. It was weird.
Oh damn.
Jeez.
He got 2 strikes on his channel from Yandere Dev, and so yeah, he had to like take down everything, which kind of sucked. I got on a call with him recently, and I don't know, he was arguing with some volunteer. I actually got to meet one of the current dude that's doing the music for the game. I got to talk with him and
wish him the best luck and tell him to turn back now while he still can.
You remember how I was with like the first couple months of Yandere Simulator? He's like, I'm gonna defend this guy. He's at that phase right now. He hasn't realized exactly what's going on yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, just wait till he asks to do something, then he's gonna pull his hair out and turn right around to leave.
Yeah. God. Also, like, the current state of YouTube is kind of a mess. Like, the DMCAs have become pretty annoying. Have you guys seen the YouTube ads as of late? Like, YouTube has some weird ass ads that
I have ad
they're letting
blocker
get through.
so I haven't been seeing any ads as usual because of my ad blocker.
Damn, the skill.
The big brain
How
plays.
dare you?
What
yeah.
ads have you been seeing then, Glitch Cloud?
YouTube's been like letting like really weird, like borderline like porn get through on their ads.
What the fuck?
Like, no, you know, like the video like ads when you have to like skip them or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been happening a lot. There's this like there's a Twitter account that's been documenting a lot of like the weird ads YouTube's been letting get through. I don't know exactly what their system is to advertise on their website, but it's pretty weird.
I've done. There was one time I actually did run something through the YouTube ad like system just for like funsies, really. I paid like $20 to get it shelled out just to like look at the system. So I've seen YouTube from that backside. Let me tell you, that side of YouTube is so much like easier and like more like optimized for users than the actual like main part of YouTube, because of course they want it.
Fact.
Yeah, because like for advertisers, they get all the easy stuff. You're gonna see all this information. You get to choose exactly what subjects you want it to appear on. I was like shocked by how much detail you could put in what you wanted these ads to go on. Like you're able to be like, hey, I want this ad to only go on, like you could literally put in and have it be like, this ad can only go on videos about Yandere Simulator and only can be viewed by people from the ages of 35 to 42, and like really weird specific things like that, and it'll like set it up so it only shows the ads to that specific tiny group of people. It's insane. It's crazy. And then it also like they do have to manually check each of the ads, but it seems like they don't really care too much what goes through. I mean, the one I submitted to them had a lot of cursing in it, and they didn't care. So that was like, okay,
Really?
that's interesting.
That's just really weird.
Yeah, it's so bizarre. And I saw an ad like you were mentioning too, where it was like, I think she was like, they were talking about like undressing each other or something, and there was like some mobile game involved, but they were also like joking about wanting to take each other's clothes off, and I was like, okay, skip, that's kind of weird. Why is this on YouTube? So yeah, it's just bizarre what YouTube is like kind of letting slide now. I guess it's just because they're getting paid for it, so they don't really care.
Well, Twitch has been weird too, honestly, lately. They've been banning people for like random ass reasons. Like we still don't know what the hell happened to Dr. Disrespect completely.
Didn't they also say that the word simp was like a bad word? And it's like, really?
Yeah, it's removed from. You have to like remove it from the filter on Twitch, because usually they have like a universal thing where they filter out certain words, and simp is one of them. It's pretty funny.
Damn. I guess it's because there's so many simps on Twitch, you know? That it's just so commonly a thing, yeah. They just have to have the thing already in place because everyone's a simp if you're on Twitch.
You guys notice how like on longer YouTube videos now there's like sections? Like when I watch someone do a video essay now, I see like it's divided up in the video, and I'm like,
oh, I like that though. It's been a good thing to,
you know, a YouTuber myself, and I'm like, why didn't they ever send an email teaching you how to do that?
Is that something available for everyone actually? Because I saw the same thing, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it is, but I didn't get informed that they added that. I finally started getting like creator emails like last month because of the one video, and so yeah, it's very weird.
Interesting.
It's weird how they'll limit like who gets certain emails if you reach like a certain amount of subs.
Oh yeah.
Even when you do, the emails aren't exactly helpful. They're just like, wow guys, let's get creative. Here are some people that do absolutely nothing related to what you do. Isn't that inspirational? And I'm like, YouTube, please, just teach me how to do the organizations thing in the videos. Please, help.
Literally, oh my god.
Have you guys watched any movies this year? I haven't watched anything, really.
I've been watching just kind of like, because I'm a little backed up on my YouTube subscriptions because I sub to a lot of people, so I've just been trying to like catch up with that. But one thing I thought was super interesting was Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix. That was super interesting.
Unsolved Mysteries?
Yeah.
Is that, like, I don't actually know what that is. Enlighten me.
So it's basically like, there's some stuff in there that's kind of like meh to me, like people saying, oh, I got abducted by aliens or whatever. But the really interesting stuff was like the true crime ones. So, you know, like family found, you know, all dead and stuff. And so, you know, figuring out who did it, and then, you know, the mystery of like, well, where's the guy who did it? Where did he go?
Okay. Intriguing. You said it's on Netflix?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna like tab that in the back of my head for later. Yeah, I haven't seen too many movies this year either. Obviously, because, you know, movie theaters are closed, so like, that's the main thing. Because that's so annoying though, because with movies, I like, the movie theater is the place I go to de-stress myself. I'm like, that's my safe space. So having it been closed for like 4 months now is not amazing, honestly. I'm kind of sad
and
about
it sucks that. We live in like a country that's doing really terrible with current situations.
That's the pain right there.
That's like, look at Japan, who's all like fully open now because they actually know how to like do shit, like wear masks, and we're just like, oh well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I want to leave. I want out of here. I'm so sick of this.
Honestly though, it's like, ugh, how much longer am I going to endure this pain?
It's like, just end the suffering.
Yeah. Oh my god. It's fucking, yeah. I don't even know. Do we, like, what are we predicting for the vaccine? Like, February or something?
I feel like that's the more realistic approach. I feel like if people were, like, really pushing this, because it sounds like everyone is really pushing for this, then I guess December, right? December or January?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, because I know they have...
You have to consider, like... Oh, shit, sorry.
No, what were you saying?
Well, I was going to say, even then you have to consider, like, distribution and how long that would take to get everyone the vaccine.
That's actually literally what I was going to say. There you go.
But then again, you have to wonder how many people are going to be smart enough to get it.
Very true, although at that point, it's not as much of an issue, I don't think, because we can still reopen, because it's like you can probably put things into place where like you're required to have a vaccine to go into places, and it won't be as much of an issue to reopen, because as long as it's freely available, then it's like kind of on you to do that, I think. Or I'm just being.
Do you guys have any crazy stories about like your experiences during COVID? Like, have you run into any weird people? Because I've run into like a shit ton of weird people working during COVID.
I've just been in here, so nope.
Oof, I've been working, so I've had a few things there, because I work in like a food place, kind of fast food, and it's like this. I know when we were closed for like our inside was closed and we were only doing drive-through, some old dude went through the employee entrance and like barged in and was like, "Hey, I need to like use your bathroom," and we're like, no, it's not. Literally, the law says you're not allowed to. Like, we would, but we cannot let you, sir. And then, like, my manager had come over. It was, like, this whole thing. And then finally, he's like, "What do you want me to do? Just pee on the sidewalk outside?"
What the?
And we're like, "What?" We're like, "I don't know, man." Like, and he, like, gets all angry. We have to almost push him out. And then he goes over to, like, the bushes near us and just starts, like, openly just taking a piss in front of everyone there. Everyone in the drive-thru just watches this, like, 90-year-old just, like, peeing in the bushes. Yeah.
I've been working at a grocery store during all this, and I it's like a smaller grocery store, and so we appeal to like these old boomer kind of like these old boomer people. It's kind of in the ghetto, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, there's this lady. She came in for like a solid week, and every time she would come to my line, and she'd keep telling me this like these weird conspiracy things. Like, so the first day, I'm working like smoke shop, right? So I'm trying to stock my shit. This lady comes up, I'm like, okay, just another customer, right? She doesn't have a mask on, first of all. And she goes like, you know, they're probably gonna, this is all probably like a conspiracy, right? You guys know about the thing, right? And I was like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? And she proceeds to go on this rant about how like we're living in some like Matrix shit.
What?
And how this is all just like this weird conspiracy that like COVID's trying to open our eyes to something. It was very weird.
That's amazing.
And just like every day she would come in and she would tell me these like weird ass stories about how like the government's like messing with our minds and that shit through all this COVID. And it was really messy.
Damn, the wokeness.
We're living in the Matrix and COVID's our awakening.
I mean,
we're living in the Matrix. Can we boot out already?
Yeah, I think there might be like. Can we go back to the last save file, maybe?
I think there's a virus here. We gotta go. Can we get like a cleanup on here?
Corrupted game file, I think. Yeah.
Is this the real life Yandere simulator then?
Oh goddamn.
My issue with, well, we're not gonna go back on that game. I'm so sick of talking about that game, but
Yeah, that's been like
it's a
my
never-ending cycle. It's like, okay, we have established he's bad. Let's go on with our lives. Don't support. Go on. We live. People make better games.
Yeah,
and
no,
then,
yeah.
A couple months later, oh, he did something bad. Okay, but why are you guys supporting a bad person?
Yeah, it's apparently
apparently
just so
his money's
frustrating
gone
though,
back
'cause
up.
it's like,
He's still at like 2K.
yeah, I mean, it's because he keeps getting more fans. Because I mean, he has a pretty big channel, so it makes sense that he continues to draw in new viewers. But it's just like, yeah, it's like this thing where it's like an unending cycle, right? And this is something I've kind of brought up most of the time when people like kind of are like, Caleb, what are your thoughts on this? Did you hear this crazy thing happen? And I'm just like, so here's the thing. I don't give a shit. I'm like, who cares? Like, at this point, it's just like, cool, we've already established all this. Why do you guys keep harping on it? This has been like 3 years of just the same thing. And I'm like, I don't care. And I was talking with someone and they were all like, no, you see, because we have to keep going on about this because otherwise people won't know. We have to spread this message. And I'm just like,
there's like 5 years worth of info out
literally
there. If you want to look for it, you'll find it.
Yeah, I'm like, you're not doing anything. I'm like, really think about this. You're like spending hours a day, like just trolling people on Twitter and like saying that you're doing something for like what's right. You're like, I'm doing what's right. And I'm like, maybe use that time for like anything else. Like what's the point?
Exactly.
I think it is really a cycle too, because I think what also happens is people will specifically go out of their way to like provoke him more so they can get a reaction. That'll build up more of it, and then it's like keeps going, and they keep provoking him more because of course, like we know at this point, he will do really dumb shit if you fucking harass him enough or like do whatever. If you troll him, you can make him explode very easily. And I think
it's like Chris Chan.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it is like Chris Chan. Oh my gosh.
Literally.
But this has been our biggest cycle yet, because I legit the other day just saw Scarce cover it.
Really?
That's how we know we've gone mainstream.
God damn.
We finally hit the mainstream, boys.
Hey guys, it's Scarce here.
Man said, consume the cum chalice. Yeah.
When it comes to drama like this, I always think it's weird how like people will establish, okay, this person is very bad, they are very rude, do not support. And it's like, okay. And then a couple months later, they do something bad and people freak out. And in my head, I'm just like, but if it's established, they're bad. Why are you supporting terrible people?
Yeah, honestly. I'm very interested to see if he ever will actually, like, put out Osana, because he was like, it was gonna come out in February, but, like, then I got harassed and I delayed it. But then, like, I got harassed more, so I delayed it again. Maybe it'll come out in August, but probably not. Who knows? And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm very interested to see, just, like, if it will ever actually come out now.
If he actually ever does either cancel this game or put out Osana, then I'm just gonna make one final video and be like, okay, now everybody stop asking me.
Literally, oh my god. I kind of want to play, like, go back to, like, try playing through the game once Osana's in there. That'd just be interesting to, like, see if it's an actually, like, playable demo.
It won't be.
I mean, I'm sure. It'll be like fucking like Hello Neighbor when that whole thing happened and they like released the final game of that and it was like the buggiest shit ever.
It was even buggier than day one Bethesda games, and that's pretty buggy.
Yeah. I'm very interested to see how that all ends up going.
I usually like to warn like the volunteers. Like if I know that a volunteer has hopped on the game just recently, I'll usually hit them up in like DMs and try to give them some info to steer them the right way. But that's about it with my involvement with the game.
That's fair.
Because I talked to this commentary channel. Apparently they were having data digger issues, so I gave them a little bit of heads up on what was going on with her.
And just that she was just overall big yikes.
Yeah. I assume her channel must be like thriving right now with all the drama, right? Holy shit!
It probably is.
Apparently she has like 18,000 subscribers now. What the fuck?
How?
God
Why?
damn. I remember back when I made my video on her, she lost like 2,500 subscribers, went down to like
Yeah, it was
5,000.
a big hit on her.
Yeah, I was like, hey, there we go. That's some cool shit. But yeah, apparently now she's at literally almost 18,000. That's insane.
How? She hasn't uploaded in 3 months.
Oh my god. Wait, I think it must just be the older stuff then. Or, wait, she only has like 6 videos even up on her channel.
Oh, did she get dev'd?
Oh, I think she did.
Yikes.
Jeez.
That makes, I was gonna say, because I thought I saw something recommended that was recent. Because I'm pretty sure she was making content like based on all the new drama. But it looks like she must have gotten like DMCA'd or some shit. Because all of it's gone except for like 6 videos. Most of which are very mediocre. Actually, all of her videos are mediocre. So, I don't know why that's even a clarifying factor. But... oh, fucking...
I miss her old videos of him just eating hamburgers.
Literally. And then she made another one too after I mentioned that in the video. And I'm like, why did you just post a video of him eating a burger? And then she just like uploaded a second one. And I'm like, why? Why are you doing this? Like,
See, I figured it out, Caleb.
Oh yeah?
He's like Sword Art Online to her. She's like... she's like his Sword Art... he's like her Sword Art Online.
Honestly though, I think you're right. God damn. I think Data Digger's like biggest like strength in terms of anything. I think the reason why she was able to get so much like popularity was also just because she had really good branding. Like I think the name like Yandere Data Digger and her like icon honestly were like pretty marketable in terms of like you see that and you're like, oh hey.
The only redeeming thing she's done.
Yeah, I think that's why is because people like see that and they're like, oh that looks legit. Like they're like, hey, seems nice and professional. Like it's a clever name / profile, and it's just like I think that's the real key to her success.
The Game Sleuth was basically doing the same thing though. His content was kind of fucking trash.
I fucking hated the Game Sleuth. That's why you mentioned him earlier, and I was like, oh yeah, that fucker. Yeah, no, because the thing is with him is he just like non-stop made like 4 videos a day on Yandere Dev. And it was just like, why? Like, what the fuck, bro? Find something else. And it was because he was getting so many views from it, too, that he was kind of just, like, riding it a little bit, where he's like, oh, hey.
He had good clickbait thumbnails. He had good clickbait going on for him.
I remember one of his videos, it was his, like, Data Digger video. I'm pretty sure he used, like, a 5-minute clip of one of my videos, and I was like, damn, okay. It was, like, just 5 minutes of just my video, and I'm like, cool.
Every time I hear someone talk about the game, I'm always like, please don't mention me. Please. I don't want an army of angry, gacha life using kids coming my way. Please. No.
Yeah. That's the reason I have like all my videos like unlisted or privated now. Just because I'm like, nah, I don't need more people like bringing me up or getting any more kill yourself comments, you know? It's just not my cup of tea.
What really fucks me up is a majority of my subs came from that specific video, and so when I start uploading different content, they're gonna be so goddamn confused as to what the hell I'm doing.
They're gonna be like, who's this guy? Like, what's he up to?
Literally, yeah.
What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Oh yeah, I was gonna make a Data Digger channel on Data Digger, and I was just gonna upload all our old videos.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be Yandere Data Digger.
Yeah.
And it would, instead of the thing that she was hitting with the pickaxe, it would have just been her channel icon getting hit with the pickaxe.
That's actually kind of amazing.
Remember the time we spent together.
But I decided to scrap it because it's all drama. But
yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, hey, I love how if I put Yandere Data Digger into the YouTube search bar, it has Yandere Data Digger drama with cows as one of the first results. I'm like, hey, I've got my name in a YouTube search result. Fancy.
There's a re-upload of your video?
Is there? Oh, what the fuck, there is. What the hell? There's like 1,000 views on that. What? God damn, that's pretty chill. Like high key. Let's see.
But there is a Yandere Data Digger.
That's
Oh man, someone beat you to it then.
I'll have to make Yandere Data Digger.
Wow.
Or just Yandere Data Digger 2, Electric Boogaloo.
I love how the picture, like the thumbnail for their re-upload of my video is just a picture of James Gunn, cause like I randomly mentioned in the video how like I'm like, yeah, I was gonna make a video on the James Gunn situation, but instead I made this Data Digger video, and they just like they left that as the thumbnail. So just randomly James Gunn is just the picture of this video that has nothing to do with him. It's beautiful.
Have you guys been seeing the deepfake videos of Yandere Dev?
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
those are weirding me out so much because they're so like, some look really like legit, and so I get really freaked out because they're just so uncanny. Ugh. No.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Oh my god. It's
There's so much weird internal drama in this community. It's pretty funny.
yeah. Honestly though. Oh, it was wild back in 2018. That was like the fucking Wild West, really, with all the stuff going
We're
on.
back in.
We're back
It
in
feels
the
like
saddle,
we're-
boys.
It feels like we're in the Groundhog Day. Like we're constantly repeating the same goddamn year with this
Honestly.
drama.
It
Literally.
really does.
I'm very curious, like, I wonder if, like, let's say hypothetically Osana gets released, I wonder if that would actually, like, lessen it or, like, increase it in terms of the drama. Or if nothing would change.
I
it'd
think
just
it
be
would
the same.
increase it.
It-
Because from what I know, he's gonna start a Kickstarter once he releases
Yeah.
Data Digger Osana.
Wouldn't it be funny if he doesn't get anything from that Kickstarter because he drained all the 10-year-olds
not-
of their
he's not gonna-
parents' money?
Apparently, one of his followers is like a quarter of his entire Patreon revenue.
Jeez.
Damn.
I remember
That's
with
like 500.
with the YouTubers.
That's like 500.
I remember with the YouTuber CL Star, I actually knew someone who was one of his top patrons, and so like, it's just weird meeting people who are like supporting terrible people, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm like their top donating patron, and in my head I'm like, but why?
I'm just hoping by the next podcast we're not gonna end on Yandere Dev does something fucking terrible again. Because I hope he doesn't do anything god awful within the next month.
I'm starting to notice there's like an unholy trinity of in media. So like Yandere Dev for video games, Butch Hartman for television, and then J.K. Rowling for books, and it's just the unholy trinity.
They should meet up and make something together.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine if all three
Butch
of them
Hartman
tried to
will do
make
the art.
something?
Oh, do you know how funny that'd be? Have J.K. Rowling like write the story for whatever they're doing, have Dev develop it, and then Butch Hartman does all like the character art assets.
Oh my gosh, that would be a disaster, but I would love it.
Just pure chaos.
That right there sounds like the best chaos.
That's fair. Like, wow, though. What a combo.
I think we're drifting off, which is probably a good indicator that it's been about an hour, so we have like an hour-long video here. Yeah. So, do you guys want to plug anything for like channel since we're probably gonna end the video here?
I would like to plug a fork into the socket next to me. Okay, plug stuff. Well, I have a channel, youtube.com/totally sawsome. So that's all I have to plug. I don't know. Yeah, fun stuff.
And I'm Weebaloo on my channel. I never shut up about Vocaloid, JoJo's, and Black Butler at once. And, yeah.
Yeah, it's,
Hell yeah.
it's beautiful. 10 out of 10.
And I'm gonna be uploading music soon. I'm finally getting back into the music shit.
Hey, hell yeah.
Yeah, just search up Glitch Cloud on Bandcamp. This podcast should be on SoundCloud. We finally have a SoundCloud for this to upload to, because it takes forever to upload videos on YouTube for whatever reason. Even though it's like a solid JPEG with audio over it. And then, yeah, youtube.com/ well, I can't do that, actually. 'Cause I don't have
You're like /XRC12N.
youtube.com/channel/UC oh shit, I already fucked it up. It's just Sleep TV on YouTube. I hope you guys had fun with this podcast. Did you guys have fun?
I
Hell
did.
yeah. Always.
We'll do this again next month. I hope you get. This will be our semi-consistent uploads. At least for like some of us, we'll have like uploads up
Yeah. Hopefully next time we can harass Beanie and Red into joining us.
We need, yeah. Hopefully, Red like rises from the grave, like a messiah. Or
Red
something.
has just abandoned us. He's ascended to a new like level of being.
He's on a new plane of existence. We
Exactly.
gotta find him there.
Anyway, goodbye, everyone.
Hasta la vista.